when I got there, I noticed that he had been in a wreck. Come to find out, they didn't call the police. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Paige, and in today's video I'm about to do an Amazon tell all. Yes, I'm finna tell all the business, I'm finna tell all the secrets. As you can see, I'm not in the Amazon van. Now my last day was supposed to be today, which is Thursday, and I quit Tuesday, yes. So every morning and like I said, this might not be the same for every DSP, but it's for the DSP I used to work for. They will text me and say, good morning, it's dispatch, please confirm your route, just to confirm that I'm coming to work today. And so they make sure that they have enough drivers for the routes that they agreed to deliver with Amazon for the day. So I worked Sunday. My schedule is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So Sunday I did work. Monday I got a text saying, you know, confirm the route, and I confirmed it. And then somebody from management called me and said, hey, you know, we got too many routes, you can stay home for the day. I said, it's a little sketchy, but okay, I'll take today off. So Tuesday I got up and they texted me and said, you know, you have a route today, and confirm it. Actually getting ready to walk out the door, and they texted me and said, we have too many we have too many drivers for today, and you can stay home. The lies. I sent them a text message letting them know, y'all will do this on my last working week, and you're messing with my hours for my last week. Like I said in my previous video, I live paycheck to paycheck. So even though I dislike my job, I still have to work because I have bills. Like, if I could have quit a long time ago and I would have been financially okay, then I would have quit a long time ago. Trust and believe. But I couldn't do that. So, yeah, I texted them and I said, you're messing with my hours on my last week. This is the second day y'all told me I didn't have work. I thought that us being step van drivers, that we had priority. I said, do not text me the rest of this week because I quit. And this is why you guys will never keep employees. And you know what? I'm going to actually post the reviews on Indeed about this company, so y'all can see that I'm not just making this up. But I told them, this is why y'all can't keep good employees, because y'all don't know how to treat nobody. So F y'all, leave me alone. And that was the end of that. And it just sucks that I spent the entire year at this company. It's been so many situations where I've had to be brought out of character because people were disrespectful. And no, I'm not just talking about the customers, I'm talking about my co-workers. They're horrible, they're not gonna last. And like, even the managers, they look like they're dying, they look like they're sick because they're so freaking stressed out. And it's like, y'all don't even look like y'all have any life in your body, and you want to treat me like shit because you look like shit? No. But yeah, so I no longer work there, thank God. I pray that I don't have to go back to another Amazon nothing, because Amazon just don't know how to treat their people. But since they didn't know how to treat me, I'm finna spill all the tea. So this is an Amazon tell-all. I'm just gonna talk about a few of my horror stories that I had. I'm gonna go ahead and tell this. And I knew that the company I worked for didn't have any morals, because there was a situation where I had a coworker. he he just looked really sketchy. And I know you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but I'm gonna be side-eyeing you for a little minute until I can figure out what's up with you. So it was one night. I had a decent route. I wasn't driving a step van that night. I was driving a Sprinter, and I had dispatch call me when I was almost done. They said, hey, when you finish, can you go do a rescue? And I said, yeah, I'll go do it. They gave me an address, and they said he's there. So I went to, they said something's going on and he needs some help. Something's wrong with him. And I'm just like, well, what's wrong with him for them to be saying that? They told me that I had to take all of his packages. So I took all of his packages. And when I got there, I noticed that he had been in a wreck, and come to find out, he actually hit a tree. So I I asked him, was he okay? He said he's fine, but he looked high. Come to find out, they didn't call the police, because when I got the packages from him and I was sorting through my packages at the location that I was at, he drove off. And from my understanding, he went back to the dispatch office and parked the van. And where we park our vans at, it's like in a gravel type of parking lot surrounded by woods. So he parked his van in the back where no one could see it. If Amazon came to our parking lot was about a 4 to 5 minute drive from the Amazon building. So if anybody from Amazon safety came over, they would have not seen this van. But the front bumper and part of the hood of the bumper was badly damaged. The owner of our DSP, he paid to fix the van out of pocket, because they didn't want to call the police, because they knew if they would have called the police, they were going to have to do a drug test or even a sobriety test. I don't know what was wrong with him. And they knew he wasn't going to pass. And I found it to be so just irresponsible, not just as a company, but as an adult. Like, I thought you're supposed to call the police every time you get in a wreck, especially someone like him. But the only reason why they didn't call the police was because they were in need of drivers. And that was around the time where we were about to start peak. And he was needed. I mean, he didn't mind working, but he was under the influence. And it was so bad they were asking us to work 6 days a week. So yeah, that's something that has always sat with me, because I've just never looked at my boss the same, because at the end of the day, you're a businessman, and that's doing bad business. Another horror story this was like at the beginning when I first started. I had a customer, and I'm going to try to draw a picture so you guys can get a good idea. But I had a customer, and I pulled into the driveway, but they wanted their package at the front door. The driveway was on the side of the house. So I got out my van, and I walked around to the front of the house to deliver the package to the front door. And I didn't hear anything. Next thing I know, I saw a dog. And it was a big dog. I don't know, he might have been like a mutt or something, but he was huge, and he was running towards me. And so I ran, because mind you, this was at the beginning. I didn't really grasp the concept of dogs and delivering and some of them attacking you. So I ran, and then luckily I got to the van, and I'm like just scrambling, trying to get my seatbelt, make sure I have my keys, my phone. And when I'm sitting there and I'm about to shift gears to back out, I look up, and the owners are standing in the garage smiling at me. And I'm like, wow. Now, they were white. Obviously, I'm black. I let you figure out why that happened. I was so mad, and this is why I was mad at the fact that the people would do me like that, but I was more mad at the fact that now I work for a company where I don't even feel comfortable talking to them about certain situations like this, because they cannot relate to me at all. Nobody in management looked like me. And that was probably one of the hardest things that I had to deal with, working for the DSP that I worked for. I had a customer. This was when we were delivering in the country area. I had a customer. She had an extremely long driveway, and it was extremely narrow. And I was driving down the driveway. I might have been going like 5-6 miles an hour. Like, I was driving really slow because, mind you, I think this was like my second week of work. And I was comfortable driving, of course, but I still didn't, I was still trying to get used to it, right? So I was driving down the driveway, and I saw her in the yard with her dog. And in my mind, I'm thinking like, oh, okay, and then I saw her walking towards my van. I was like, oh, well, okay, she just guess, because some customers, don't mind coming to the van to grab the package. They like to be nice, which there are some nice customers. But when she gets to my van, she says, why would you be driving that fast down my driveway? You could have hit my dog. And I'm just looking at her like, are you serious, lady? I said, okay. So I handed her her package. She said, do you hear me talking to you? And I'm like, I said, okay. I just kept saying okay because I just could not believe that you ordered a package, and I'm doing a service by delivering you your package that you spent your money on, and you're being disrespectful towards me. She said, I'm a manager at Amazon. They love using it. I'm a manager. I know the owner and all that crap. So I said, okay. And she said, she said, you know what? She said, you need to apologize. I said, okay. And by me saying okay and having a nonchalant type of attitude, I pissed her off even more, which I'm so happy I did. And she took a picture of my license plate. She said, I'm going to report you to Amazon. I said, okay, you have a great day. And I pulled off. And when I pulled off, I was extremely upset. I was trying to save face by being in front of her because I didn't want her to know that I was intimidated by her, which I really wasn't. But I was just pissed off at the fact that even at work, y'all are going to assault me. Y'all going to harass me. Like, this is so crazy. So I called my dispatch, and they said, oh, well, call Amazon, and it's like a 1-800 driver support type of phone number, and they told me to call them. So I did call them. I never had to go back to the house again, which I'm thankful, which I don't even think we had that route anymore anyways. But yeah, and it was just another episode of When Karens Attack. So it was one night, and right here it made me realize, maybe delivering, this situation right here put the icing on the cake, and I realized I don't like delivering at nighttime. I had a customer. I was delivering a package, and when you deliver an Amazon package, you have to take a picture of it. If you don't hand it to the customer and you just leave it on the front door or wherever they want it to be laid at, you have to take a picture of it. So that's what I was doing. And as I was bending down taking a picture of it, the door opens and a dog. The first thing I saw was the teeth of a dog. And I said, oh my God. I got scared. I started screaming. And the lady says, oh, I thought you were my husband. Ma'am, is your husband a black man with dreadlocks? Or a black woman with dreadlocks? I mean, some people mistake me as a guy, which is okay. But does your husband drive an Amazon van? Because the Amazon van was in front of the door. I mean, yeah, in front of the door. And they love to use that as an excuse. And it just baffles me that you want to hurt the person that's delivering something you bought. That's so weird to me. And that's not the first time that that's happened to me. The last story, this isn't really a horror story. This is actually a funny story. But I'm going to tell it anyways because it's funny. I had a coworker. I should really don't judge a book by its cover, but I am. She was a little bit too much jittery for me, okay? I knew something was up. So basically, I knew she was stealing the packages. She would take a few packages every now and then, and she'll open them up and put them in her car. So she was stealing the packages, and I knew she was doing it, but I'm not, I'm minding my business. I'm not minding my business now because I'm telling you guys all of this juiciness. She was stealing the packages and putting them in her car at the end of the shift. And it's dark outside, so no one could see her do it. But I saw her do it one time. So, and I believe not Amazon, but my dispatch knew she was doing it as well, because she would always be one of the people that would mark packages as missing. And it's very, very rare that we would have packages missing. Within the year that I was there, I probably had about 3 packages that I had to mark missing. One day, I don't know what made her do this. She got a few packages and she opened them up and she threw the packaging, the box, and you know, sometimes they come in a plastic bag or a paper bag. She threw the packaging on the side of the road and brought the items back with her and put it in her car. And for whatever reason, someone that worked at Amazon saw her do it and reported her to Amazon and not our dispatch. And they had to fire her. Now, mind you, my dispatchers, they knew that she was doing this. They knew it, because I knew it. And they have a record of missing packages and all of that. So if this one person is always having a package missing, is always marking packages as missing, then that should cause some concern. So yeah, she ended up fired, but dispatch needs to be fired too, because they knew that she was doing this stuff. So, but yeah, that's the end of my story. This will probably be the last time that you guys see me talk about Amazon. I will no longer be talking about them. They're not part of my life. They're not part of my story anymore. I'm thankful. I was pretty pissed off that they would treat me like this, because I've worked hard and I've hurt myself so many times. I've went through a lot working there. I've been disrespected, and all they've done, I'm telling you, disrespected to the point. I was disrespected by a coworker, a man at that threatened me, and all they did was stand there. But when I react, then I'm wrong. Okay, well, that's just how life is, huh? So yeah, that's my story. Like I said, I'm not going to be talking about Amazon no more. But if you do have any questions, I do not mind answering. If it gets to the point where I get lots of questions, then I might just do a Q&A depending on that. So if you have any questions for me about Amazon, leave them down below. Do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I'm about to start on my journey of getting my CDL license. I already have my permit, and I start CDL school next Monday. That's the reason why I was quitting anyway, so I guess I just quit a little bit earlier than normal, right? I'm excited about that. And yeah, I'm gonna try to do like daily vlogs of my life, y'all. I got kids and stuff. Y'all probably want to see that. I got a husband and things. So yeah, so if you like this video, like it, if you like my channel, subscribe. And don't forget to comment any questions or anything you would like to comment. And I will see y'all later. Bye.